Hi, it's Cassie Mish of Platinum Ag Services. One of the questions I get on the CropX and CropMetrics soil moisture probes regarding the graphing information is, what do the blue and the red lines and the green area in between mean on the charts? So simply put, the blue line, that's your top line, that's our field capacity or the most water that the soil can hold after drainage. The red line is our refill point, or the point at which we want to make sure we're watering again. And the green area in between is good. Green is good. So I'm going to demonstrate this with the use of a lovely outdoor plant and a sponge. Okay, so both of these are at what I'm going to call red line, the refill point. Both of them can hold more water. Okay, so I'm going to water this plant, and eventually, if you've watered plants, the water is going to start draining through the bottom because we are saturated at this point. And the point at which the water would stop draining out of the bottom is field capacity. That plant is holding all the water that it can. That's your blue line. Same thing with my sponge. My sponge is wet, but it can hold more water. So I'm going to dip it in water. It is now saturated. See my sponge draining? The point at which that stops draining is field capacity. That's the most water that sponge can hold. Okay? The red line, so I'm going to squeeze the sponge out. I'm going to get all the water out of there. The red line is your refill point. That's the point at which we need to add more water. So this sponge is still wet, it's still moist, but it can hold more. One of the other questions I get is, okay Cassie, I think I understand now that the blue line is field capacity, the red line is refill point, and we want to stay at the green point in between. Where is wilting point on these charts? Just like this nasty dried up sponge, you'll never see wilting point on your charts, or at least it's my goal that you won't. I won't ever let you get that low. So just remember, the red line is not wilting point. The red line is when the sponge is wet, but can still hold more water, and when we need to water again.